up because just like me, there were about 159 other students who were also nervous, wanting to make friends, and so I made several friends. One of them was, of course, Karima, my roommate. She turned out to be the most popular, one of the popular girls. Then I met Ahoy. She also turned out to be one of the popular girls. And that day's talk, the first talk, presented by Prof. Mushtaq, that was a very interesting talk because he was talking about rewiring your brain to develop better habits. And he went into the science of it. Now, I may be studying actuarial science, but I'm a bit of a psychology freak. After the end of the day, I was very tired, but it was definitely worth it because I made a lot of friends. Definitely something that I couldn't do in secondary school. Second day was the same thing. I remember the second day, someone came up to me and said, "You're Daminia, right?" I said, "Yeah, I am." "Oh, it's so brave." And that's when I got my first taste of popularity. So I went through the whole appreciation of life. I felt content with life that day. When I was sitting at the cafe, I was eating aloo gobi puff, and I was looking out into the scenery, and I thought, "Oh, I'm really here. Life is nice." That was a really good moment, and yeah, the scenery really helps with calming down and stuff. And also the EQ session, that EQ talk was even more interesting because it taught me that there are other areas to improve yourself other than IQ, and that's very important, especially in a workplace where literally everyone is vying for those few spots. But it's so hard to differentiate between different people, and so having an EQ as well as having IQ is so important to make it in the world. So that was the first week. Done with the first week. It was over like that, just like that. So I went home that week, and I went out with my mom. We were buying clothes at Uniqlo, and I realized I smiled much more at people that I didn't know. I felt happier. And I realized, wow, I'm happy. Okay, that's good. So right now, second week, I toned down a little. That whole opening up was getting a bit tiring, so I toned down a little this week. I became my usual self, but because of that first week, I went out, I did so much. I can now hold my hand up to someone I know, and they'll hold their hand up too. Yeah, see? Some of them were also there. Some of them will do this. But it's good, it's fun. It shows the bonds that you have. It shows how strong the bond is. I didn't prepare much, but I'm going to end by saying I made a lot of friends, something I never thought I'd do. There was a lot of first times that I had. First time I missed the bus. First time I witnessed a whole storm happening right behind me at the plaza. Well, that was an experience. A lot of experiences, a lot of good times. I would recommend it to a lot of people in my school, a lot of people in other schools. Yeah, and for literally anyone else who's feeling, who would like a bit of motivation and who'd like, that one power up. Thank you.